Hi everybody, my name is Shannon. Welcome to my channel, Another Yarn. Thank you so much for joining me today. I greatly appreciate it. Oh, should have charged my phone? Whatever, that's fine. We're just gonna go with it. I got some happy mail today. Look at this. I'd show you the other side, but it's got addresses on it. We're not gonna share those. But I got this from Elaine from Penguin Place Crafts. And you've heard me talk about Elaine in the past because Elaine was the one that made me this little guy. Okay, she didn't make it specifically for me. It was on her Etsy shop. She does have an Etsy shop, and she has all sorts of cute and whimsical and fun things. And I was just so thrilled with this. And, you know, I didn't know it was going to be this big. I would have bought it anyway. I'm not complaining. Definitely not complaining. But I really didn't know, because you know how people will take pictures and there's no landmarks around it till you get an idea of how big or small something is? That was this guy. And when it came in the mail, I originally got it for my grandson that likes robots. I've made him some robots in the past, crocheted robots, but I got it originally for him. And when I opened it, I'm like, oh, I love it. It's mine. And I have kept it. And it's keeping Layla. This is Layla. It's keeping Layla company, you know. And okay, if one of the grandkids really, really wanted it, I would give it up. But I like it. It's mine. So that's where I got this. And if you're interested, Elaine also has a podcast. She's got a YouTube channel. You want to call it? Yeah, is that what we call them? Yeah, whatever. She does what I do. She talks about yarn and stuff. Yeah, she's the yarn things, right? So I'll link her down below so you can find her if you're interested. And there's my little guy. I love him. It's mine. It is. It's mine. Well, she sent me something. Well, I didn't ask for anything. I didn't buy anything recently, so I'm calling it Happy Mail. I have no idea. And shall we see what's in the package? I think so. I mean, you know, it's not like huge, but it's squishy, so I don't know. Maybe she made something for the grandbaby. I mean, we do have a grandbaby now. I did get to see him earlier today. I didn't get to hold him today. Again, I'm not pressing, but I did get to see him, and it was wonderful. So, yeah, fun stuff. Fun stuff. Okay, so it looks like there's a card in here and squishy. So we're gonna see what the card says, and then we're gonna see what's in the little package. Hi, Shannon. I couldn't resist making something for your new grandson, Elaine. Oh, I was right. That is so cool. So we have something for the baby. And for everyone that's new here, Noah is my 6th grandchild. I have 3 boys, 3 girls, and he's a little boy, obviously. And he was just born on the 31st of March, just under 3.5 pounds. Right now, he's still under 3.5 pounds because babies lose weight and then they start gaining weight. He gained 50 grams overnight, which is great. I mean, that's pretty cool. 1 3/4 ounces. I mean, it's a start, right? 100 grams being 3.5 ounces. We know that because we like yarn. So he's getting there, just a little bit at a time. Once he's able to feed on his own, then he can be released. So not sure when that is because I'm not used to the preemie thing, but he's perfect in every way. He's just a little smaller. It's weird because he doesn't look like a preemie, because I've seen them online. Okay, I've seen them online before. But yeah, he just looks like a perfectly well-formed pink little baby, just really, really tiny. I mean, I'm Nana. Okay, I'm Nana. Of course I'm going to say that. That's the bias of grandparent love. So let's see what Elaine made for the baby, which is perfect. I just took some things to Mommy. Oh, Elaine, thank you. Oh my gosh, look. Elaine made the octopus. I'm going to give this to Mommy tomorrow. I'll put it in my car, because I have not done this. So it is said that newborns, they love to grab those little cords, which he does. He's got that little thing up his nose. I mean, he's not happy about it. And he's always trying to pull that out. And then he's got other little heart monitors and stuff, right? I mean, I don't know what all that stuff is, but it makes the monitors go beep, okay? And I have heard that newborns like the feel of the tentacles. Kind of reminds them of the umbilical cord. I don't know how true that is, but I'm going with it. And I did make an octopus for the 2-year-old little girl. She was not preemie, but I did make one, and she enjoyed that. And I haven't gotten around to this for the baby. So thank you so much, Elaine. I'm going to give this to Mommy tomorrow, and we'll see if they put this in with his NICU little thingy and everything, so then he can, you know, it's the Buzz Lightyear spaceship. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that's what it looks like, a little incubator thing. But they have that. Technology is quite crazy. Mom filled out the information form, etc. So there's a monitor on him while he's in the NICU that they can log into. I don't have access, but I'm not asking for it, but they can log into and they can see the baby. So when they're not physically there, they can see their little one. And I just think that's really cool. I mean, the kids love it since he is in the NICU. The other 3 can't go in. Only 13 and older can go in, and they're definitely not at that age. So they haven't been able to go back and see baby brother, but they have seen him on the monitor. They have seen pictures of him, and they are looking so forward to seeing the baby. And Elaine, this was so thoughtful. This is so kind and so thoughtful to send this. And now I'm not stressed. I don't have to make one myself because I was going to. I just hadn't gotten around to it. Yeah, I hadn't gotten around to it. So I'm so thrilled that you did this for me. Isn't that cool? And everybody, seriously, if you guys get a chance to, like I said, I'll link her down below. Go check out Elaine. Like I said, she made this and I just love it. And now we're giving this one to the baby, and that's pretty cool. You know, I mean, love from all kinds of nanas, right? I mean, that little guy's had prayers and good thoughts and wishes for, you know, weeks and weeks for him. And you know, it's worked amazing. Mommy's prayer for him was when he was emergency C-section was come out pink and crying. And he didn't immediately cry, but pretty soon after, and he pinked right up. And if you know what the APGAR scores is, they rate babies. I don't understand it, but we're in Colorado, and babies don't get above a 9 in Colorado. Other states they do. It's because we're high altitude, so that, you know, the way they come out, but they don't get above a 9. So he came out as a 6. As a preemie, not even 3.5 pounds, came out as a 6. And then a few minutes later, he started squawking, started turning pink, and it moved it up to an 8. This is at a 3.5, not even 3.5 pound preemie baby. I mean, praise the Lord. The Lord is absolutely amazing. The prayers were heard. This baby is in, you know, our Lord Almighty's image, and he's perfect in every way. So if you prayed for him, if you sent off good wishes and everything, the Lord heard him because he's perfect. Again, I'm Nana, but he's perfect. And this is such a wonderful, nice gift. And look, our Grinch, he naked again. Where's our little outfit? Okay, where's his little, oh, I gotta find his outfit. He has a lovey thing on him because I bought this from somebody else who watches my channel. She does craft shows and everything here in Colorado, Justine, and it was so cute. I had to have this, and you know, we used the Grinch to model the baby's clothes. And I took the baby's clothes to Mommy because when the baby gets released, he's going to need some clothes, right? And there you have it. And it was funny too, because I was telling her on all the sizing, I have no clue. I'm not going to lie. I just know little bitty. We didn't know how little bitty. And you've been around for a while. I didn't really care. I mean, think about it, right? Do I gauge stuff? I don't know. I did pretty good with getting, because I made a wrap over top, a hat, and booties. And I got pretty good at making them that look like they would go together size-wise. So I was really happy about that. But I think the hat stretch, which is really good, but his head circumference was 12 inches and I was going for 10. Praise the Lord. He's just so much bigger than what we were expecting. I mean, that's amazing. So as I told her today, if he gets a chance to put anything on, great. If he doesn't, just know they were made with love. Put the little booty, you know, the little socks on the Christmas tree, put a hook on them, put them on the Christmas tree, good enough, you know, or leave them at the hospital, donate them to another child that might get a chance to wear it. And that's fine too. But I was able to give her the 2 little sets that I made today. And that just did this Nana's heart really, really good. And my Grinch is naked. Where's the little, it's like a little poncho and it's the same color. It's just gorgeous. It's around here somewhere. I don't know. But the kids were here. The girls were here. There's no telling. The last time the girls were here, they took his little jacket off and I had to go finding it. I'm like, that's your baby brother's. But they didn't know. I mean, come on. You got this and it's dressed. It's like, what's the difference between this and any other doll that they play with and dress and undress? I mean, you can't get upset with them. Of course, there you go. It's perfect. That's cool. Look at this. Oh. That was up there. I just moved it down because of the robot. It was sitting there. Look at that. Oh, those colors go great. Oh. Okay, what is this yarn? This is Journey Recycled Silk Yarn. Ooh, nice. Unbelievable. Okay. This is the Darn Good Yarns Journey Recycled Silk. Life's too short to make boring projects. I agree. Yes, yarn company, I agree. Life is way too short to make boring projects. Did we see the colors on this? Ooh, I need to make something with this too. This, Lori, the armchair chef, sent me this in a mystery bag. Yeah. And it is beautiful. And I got more than one of these cakes and it feels nice. And I don't think she wound, no, she didn't wind it. That came wound like that. Yeah, it's ready to go. I mean, I like my hanks of yarn. I'm not going to lie. I like my hanks of yarn. But this just came already ready. And it's a number 2. It says use needle gauges 3 to 5. Crochet hook E. A crochet hook for an E. There you go. It's 50 grams, 185 yards, recycled silk. Oh, this is beautiful. I love the colors. Yeah, this is thinner yarn. I don't think Lori's too keen on thinner yarn, so she likes it. You know, it's like, oh, Shannon, you wanted a mystery bag? Whoo, here. And she sends me stuff she doesn't like, which is really cool. Because if I were sending her a mystery bag, guess what I'd be sending her? The stuff I'm not crazy about that I know she likes, you know, like the bigger stuff. And I do have some big stuff. I do. I don't have a lot of it, though. That's because that's not my favorite. But I do have some. I really do. And I would send it to her because she'd most likely get more use out of it than me. Me, it would just kind of like sit around and I might get around to it. Because truthfully, you know what? I do have some bigger yarn that I would like to use. And it's kind of crazy because right now, all week long, all I have worked on and played with is lace yarn. Not fingering weight lace yarn, you know, fingering, not that type of thickness. No, actual lace yarn. You know, like sewing thread on steroids. Yeah, like that stuff using size 0 knitting needles. That's what I've been using. And I've been enjoying it. I've gotten some progress and I can see some differences. And yes, I had to pull back my mistake 1 stitch at a time because the needles are so small and the little loops are so small. Trying to catch that back again, I'm like, I need to be on our magnifying glass. And it's purple. It's dark purple. So, you know, depending on the lighting situation, it might as well be black. And we know what black yarns like to work with. I mean, it's not black, but it is a dark hue. So I've got that. So I'm working in miniature. This would be fantastic to work with, you know, in tandem because this is number 2. That's fine. And if I were to do something to go with a larger yarn, I think it'd freak my brain out. You know, going from a size 0s to, you know, even a worsted, it would be, oh, that would get done so fast. I haven't touched any of my projects all week long except for the lace. I mean, I came back from a lace retreat excited on a lace yarn high, no joke. But I do want to make something else for the baby. This is gorgeous. And the only reason I grabbed this is because I just, you know, it was falling down when I grabbed the robot. And then I just saw the color wise. That's amazing. I mean, it goes well. It's not fluorescent like that, but I mean, it goes, right? That's stunning. And then, yeah, there is that. Oh, I did want to bring up something else. I think this is absolutely hilarious, and it is not the first time that I've done this. So I got a comment on my lace yarn because I got the Dijon color, right? You know, it's the mustardy color, Dijon. I mean, it literally says color. There we go. Color Dijon, right? It's the Dijon color. Gorgeous. And we know I like those types of colors. And the one that I got like 2 years ago, I haven't used it yet, obviously, is this beautiful color. It's called Carrot, but, you know, it's just like this red orange. And the comment was, oh, so you got ketchup and mustard. I can't unsee it. I can't unsee it. My saving grace is I did not get these at the same time, for one thing, and I didn't get them to go together. Okay, so there you have it. But I have done very similar to that. I got Madeline Tosh yarn, worsted weight, pretty sure it's worsted weight. I got 2 skeins. I mean, this was way back in the day, and this was big time saving your pennies. If you've seen Madeline Tosh and you've seen the price tags, you know what I'm talking about. And I got 2 skeins. One was a kettle, you know, just multi variations of the red, the burgundy, you know, just not a flat color, right? You know, that not, I don't know if it's really kettle dyed, but dimensions, lots of dimensions. That's what I mean. Very dimensional. And of course I got the golden because, hello, we know I'm loving the golden. So it's, you know, the red and the yellow, the maroon and the gold, right? Just absolutely love those. So I had made a shawl with those, right? The 2, I had a little bit left over, but I made a shawl with that. loved it. And then the last thing that I needed to do is just kind of fold it over and put buttons on it. Pretty sure I got to find that. I have it. I still do. And somebody had commented that it looked like McDonald's. It ruined it. It ruined it for me. It 100% ruined it. I never put the buttons on. I didn't have the heart to pull it out. And I think it was Harry Potter. That was the other thing that it was described as. And yeah, just... So these I have no intentions of putting them together, so it did not ruin anything, but it was hilarious. And it did remind me that it is not the first time that I have gotten a golden mustard color. And this is more carrot. It's more of like an oranges, but yeah, it's bright. It is. That's that red orange, definitely a red orange. Yeah, so I could see the ketchup mustard comparison. I really can. They're not going into a project together. I like these two colors. Yeah, I really, really do. But with the lace, no. I am not the intarsia person with the lace and stuff. That is another technique. Right now, I am just working on reading my pattern, which I understand how to read, and following my chart, which I get. And you'll be happy to know I did purchase, and it came in the morning, I did purchase a document holder, right? Inexpensive too, it's pretty cool. A document holder that stands up, and it has a little ruler with, it's like a clear and blue, to highlight your rows and stuff. You can just slide that up and down. It has that. Absolutely perfect. The document holder is metal, so the magnets that I already have work on it. So I've got those stick magnets, so that works perfectly. And it's made things easier. It has. So I gave up, and I am using the tools at my disposal and not fighting it. And guess what? I'm going a little bit quicker. Just a little bit quicker, i.e. I'm not putting a row in and taking out half a row because I didn't pay attention. I was on the wrong row visually, right? I didn't see the right one. So I do like that. Yeah, I'll have to show you. I don't have it right here next to me, but I'll have to show you that document holder protector. I do have one complaint on it, but it's fixable. But perfect for what I need it for. And I do have one of the Knit Picks ones, the chart keepers. And I did find it, which is good, after I had ordered the other one, which is totally fine, because the Knit Picks one, you have to fold your paper in half. It doesn't hold an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. And the one that I have doesn't like stand up in the easel form or whatever. So although it has the magnets and everything and it's fine, the one I got that stands up heads and shoulders above for my personal needs, and I don't have to fold the paper, and I do like that. I didn't want to fold. I don't like to fold my patterns, right? We're all different. Some people don't have a problem with it. I personally just didn't want to. So I'll have to show you those and probably link to it just so you can have it if you're interested. I don't have any affiliated links, so it's not like I'd make anything from it, but just if you see it and going, I've wanted something like that, that works, right? I got like a 2-pack for like $18. So I'm going to give one to my friend that went to the lace class with me. Yeah, so we can both have one of those. And I thought that was pretty cool. The Knit Picks one's $20. So she got one, I got one for less than what I would have spent on buying another one from Knit Picks if I chose that route. Yeah, so lots and lots of fun. So that's the stuff that I'm working on. Oh, I was talking about that with the worsted weight yarn. Where did that go? Oh, here it is. Here it is. So the bigger yarn, right? I was telling you I do have bigger yarn. This was from my mystery bag from Aberdeen Wools, and this is chunky. Oh, by the way, if you did not see that video, go back and look at the video. There's a giveaway involved, right? That was Monday's video. Yeah, go back. Look, I'll be drawing that in a few days. I will. Because it's not been a week yet, just letting you know. So I got this gorgeous, this is chunky. This is the Ultra Alpaca from Barocco. Beautiful color, absolutely stunning. And look how gorgeous that is with my, what I'm wearing. That is stunning. And I love this yarn and that color and everything. I might have to do something with this anyway. If you're not familiar, Aberdeen Wool's mystery bags also come with patterns. So they do have a hat pattern for this. Very simple, nice little hat pattern. You don't have to make it. You don't have to follow it as a kit, but you can. And I got another bulky yarn. And we know bulky's not my favorite. And I am not mad at this particular, what I got in this mystery bag. I am not mad at all. I'm thrilled. These are gorgeous. this is such a beautiful color. Makes me want to use it anyway. I mean, it's not like a horrible bulky. It's, you know, scary for me. That's what I mean by horrible, okay? But that's what I'm getting at. And this is gorgeous. I might have to use that anyway. But the one that really got me, oh, look at this. This is the Barocco Wizard, and it is a bulky. Look how pretty that is. It's like a chain spun and everything. It's gorgeous. And what got me on this is there's a hat pattern, and I want to make it. I do. And I got this, and I got excited, and I got to get my needles. And isn't that stunning? I love that. And yeah, this is so cool. So this is came with my kit because, again, Aberdeen wool is amazing, and they put patterns in. Now, granted, this is a free pattern that you can get off the Barocco website, but it's printed off and it's handed to you and said, hey, by the way, guys, look, here's a ball of yarn. Here's a pattern. Here's your fancy kit. Go forth. Have fun. Create beautiful things. How can you not love that? That is just spectacular. And this is the hat pattern that they chose for the chunky yarn. Okay, so I can do these if I want to. I can pass it on to somebody else if I didn't want it, but this is pretty stuff. I'm not going to lie. This is really pretty stuff. So, yeah, I think that this might be kind of interesting. What do you think that would do to my brain? Using the 0 needles and then this, I mean, what is this anyway? Besides gorgeous, right? This is just beautiful. I mean, that just goes to show when you find something that's gorgeous, you might go out of your comfort zone. This is gorgeous and it's bulky, and that is outside of my comfort zone, but it is so pretty. I'm going to do it. It's going to happen. So this is 85% superwash wool, 15% nylon for extra added strength, and they're telling you to use 14 to 16 stitches equals 20 to 23 rows for your 4 inches, and using 10 to 10.5 knitting needles or a size K crochet hook, which should get you 13 single crochets and 16 rows to be your gauge. That's beautiful. That is, and it's made in Italy. This is not one made in Turkey. It's made in Italy. And it's stunning. And what does the pattern say that I should use? Because that's what the yarn says. But the pattern says needles and notion size 8. Ooh, I can use 8s. I have 8s. I'm comfortable with 8s. And that is a beautiful chain spun. I think 8s would be perfect. I think that the 10s, 10.5 would be light, airy, and drapey, like a garment. You know, like if you're making a beautiful top, which to me, I think this would be gorgeous as a top. Stunning. I really do. I'm going to make this hat. But yeah, it says that, what does it say? 1 ball. Yep. Okay. I need 1 ball of this and size 8s or whatever needs to be gauged. And I'm not going to gauge. Yeah, there's that. This was color, the pattern says color 2933, appetite. And that's what that one is. And what color do I have here? It doesn't have to be the same color. I'm just curious. Because this is, you know, obviously in the pattern it shows you, and this is in the ball, and we're not sure. I mean, I don't think it's the same. This is color 2948. Doesn't have words next to it as far as what that is, so I don't know what color name, but there we have it. Oh, and I guess more and more. I'm not crazy about them, but what have you. And it has a QR code on that, and it says, click here, learn more. You could do it. So I don't know what it leads you to. More information. Maybe there's more pattern support or something on Barocco's website. Maybe that's what it takes you to. But anyway, if you have not seen that video, there is still time. That is Monday's video. Go ahead. And if you're not subscribed, it's not required for that video, but it'd be nice. Yeah, it would be nice because there is a giveaway involved with that. But YouTube says it's not required, and that's fine. But yeah, it doesn't cost anything. You could do it. Oh, and if you're curious, this was the other skein of yarn that came in that bag. I did open 2 mystery bags of that one, so go ahead and watch the video. But, and this is the more, it says sport weight. Oh no, this says DK, light DK. I don't think it's a DK. That to me is not a DK. I've used that before, like a fingering weight style, and made a color work hat, like B style color work hat. Is that in this basket? Is that in here? Ah, ha, ha. It is. This right here is that yarn. Not that color, but this is that yarn. Yeah, with the bees and stuff. See? Like nice and slouchy. See? It's so pretty. I love it. But that's what that is. And that's a pricey yarn. I know, because I bought this like at full price, right? So, and then getting that in the mystery bag. One thing, this by itself is more than what I paid for the mystery bag. And I got all of those three, and you know, and I know prices of these yarns because I bought all of them at full price previously. Now, I've not bought the bulky, but I bought the worsted and the DK of this. So yeah, I'm very familiar with prices. So there is that. I don't really consider this a DK. Yeah, like I said, but that's just stunning and gorgeous. Different colorway, same yarn. Yeah, so that is the fun stuff. Continue to join me because I love talking about yarn and everything else. And make sure that you go out and look at Monday's video. And if you are a member of my channel, there's another chance because I put out a member post, and everybody that comments, it's a member because it's only visible to members, everyone that comments on that post also has an equal chance for a giveaway. So the same person could win both. If you're a member, you could actually win both. I don't know. I'm not the random picker, right? As a YouTube thing. But yeah, so you have double the chances. And I don't have a whole lot of members, so your chances go through the roof. And of course, not everyone actually wants to comment, so they go up even farther. Just wanted to throw that out if you're interested. But other than that, like, share, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. And with that, I will talk to you later. You guys have a great day, night, evening, whatever it happens to be. And I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.